Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Weekly Movie News. I hope you're all doing well. I decided to switch things up and decided to drop weekly movie news starting on Sunday from now on. And if there's not a lot of news on Sunday, then it's just me another short episode. But I want to get into a rotation of posting weekly movie news every Sunday. Just make that a new rotation. So look out for that. Weekly movie news is dropping every Sunday from now on. Very excited to share that information. But we got like 14, 15 stories to talk about today. We've been saving up just a lot of stories to talk about. So we're going to get right into it. Make sure you leave a like. Follow me on all my socials, Instagram, Letterboxd, and Twitter. Helps out a lot. But the first story we're going to talk about today is Jordan Peele's next film is officially going to release in 2025. That's all the information we have so far, because this was slated to release, I think it was slated to release Christmas of this year, 2024. But you know, the SAG strikes, the actors strike, the writer strikes, and all that kind of got in the way of it. So I think they're just going to allow it more time to, work and do VFX and get stuff going, because I don't even think they have a cast yet. I mean, Jordan Peele, I think, knows the idea. I'm pretty sure he's got the script completed, but I don't think they have a cast yet. I don't think they've even started production on this movie yet. But yeah, sometime in 2025, we're going to get Jordan Peele's next movie. I'm guessing it's probably going to be something of maybe, an early spring or maybe a summer release. That seems more likely. I'm very excited for what he's going to do next. It's probably going to be another horror movie. And, I just love Jordan Peele so much. He's one of my favorite directors working today. Us wasn't my favorite piece of work from him, but Get Out and Nope are fantastic movies, in my opinion. Some of the must-watch movies of this generation, I would say. So I'm very excited for what he does with that. And we have a new kind of switch-up in news. Gareth Edwards is now set to direct the upcoming Jurassic World movie. And it was also, there's actually also kind of a rumor going around these last couple days that it's going to be titled Jurassic City. So they're basically going from Jurassic Park to Jurassic World to Jurassic City. I don't understand what that means for the movie. Are they gonna have a dinosaur park in the middle of a damn city, or is it just gonna be a whole ass city? Like, I don't understand what's going on there. But as we said, this movie's been kind of going through the ringer the last couple months. David Leitch was in talks to direct, then he dropped out, but he's still gonna produce. Now Gareth Edwards is gonna direct, and I'm happy for Gareth Edwards. I think he does pretty good with grand scale movies. The creator I like more than others. I will say though, the script wasn't my favorite for that movie. I love what he did with Rogue One, even though, it kind of went through development hell. And Godzilla 2013 is a movie that wasn't paced properly, in my opinion, but I thought that the scale was done very good. And I love the action in there. I thought it was actually pretty scary for a Godzilla movie. So, I'm very interested to see what he can do with the dinosaur movie. Hopefully he can make it scary. Love to see some horror elements, because Fallen Kingdom had some really good horror elements at the end, and I love that stuff. I loved what he did with that, the director with that one. But Gareth Edwards, I feel like he could do a pretty good job. Supposedly, they're going to start production on this very soon, because the release date, I think, is June or July of next year. I hold very big doubts that they're going to make that release date. This is a very big VFX movie, and they haven't even got a cast yet that we know of. So I'm assuming it might get delayed, but it's slated for next summer at the moment. We got some very bad news that I want to discuss. Bong Joon-ho's next film, Mickey 17, which was supposed to release March this year, but then it got definitely delayed. Now it's going to release January 31st, 2025. Just look at this cast: Robert Pattinson, Stephen Yeun, Naomi Ackie, Toni Collette, and Mark Ruffalo. This is just this is just crazy. I don't even know why they're doing this. Warner Bros. Is just throwing this movie under the bus. This is Bong Joon-ho, for God's sake. You think he's going to make a bad movie? There's no way this movie is like below an 8 out of 10. I just don't believe that for a second. Warner Bros. Can say all they want about this movie. I don't believe it's going to be bad. I've read some of the books so far. I think the book is fantastic. I think that Bong Joon-ho can adapt this sci-fi book into a great movie with Robert Pattinson and Stephen Yeun. Look at this cast. It's so great. And putting in January 31st is so odd. Like, I think this could be a pretty good awards player, but they're putting in January 31st. People put movies in January for them to die. Like, did you see what movies we had in January this year? Night Swim, Beekeeper, Mean Girls, which some of them did well, but usually bad movies go to January. So Warner Bros. Doesn't have any hope for this movie. I'm still holding a lot of hope, but it's just very disappointing, because this was my second most anticipated movie of this year. And there's just not a lot to look forward to now that this is gone. I mean, we had Dune 2, but is it all downhill from here? We'll have to see. But I mean, I guess I can say that this is now, on the top of my most anticipated for 2025. I guess we can already make our most anticipated list, but That is just so disappointing for Bong Joon-ho, man. Warner Bros. Really messes people up. I can now see why Christopher Nolan left. Barry Keoghan will officially return as the Joker in the Batman Part 2. I don't know how big of a role this is going to be. You know, in the Batman Part 1, that was a very small cameo at the end, and then there was a big deleted scene that got released. I love that deleted scene. Barry Keoghan, I thought he was very intimidating, very scary. The look that they gave him was very interesting. A lot of backlash, but I think people will warm up to it. I'm hoping that Barry Keoghan, for the Joker in the second one, I'm hoping that he's not the major villain, the actual major villain. I hope they save him for like the third one. Hopefully he's like the secondary villain with a decent amount of screen time, but I hope they have actually another major villain, that Batman has to go against. And hopefully Joker's like still in jail, and then by the end he breaks out of jail and all that crap. That would be pretty cool. Save him for the third movie, third movie in the trilogy. I think that's the right idea. But Barry Keoghan, what a messed up man, dude. His Joker was very messed up. Another delay. We got another delay. The John Wick spinoff Ballerina has been delayed a whole year to June 6, 2025. Chad Stahelski is working with director Lynn Wiseman in additional action sequences for the film. This is crazy. It's absolutely insane. We have two major delays from this year to next year. And this one I thought was going to be safe, but I was getting worried because we haven't had any footage, any stills, any trailers for this whole movie. So I was getting a little worried for it, and it seems I was right. It got delayed a whole damn year. And, Chad Stahelski working with the director to actually fix the film is, making me a little less worried, but I'm still a little bit worried because, we don't want the John Wick, universe to die off because the Continental just didn't have anything going for it. I didn't end up watching. I heard it was terrible. Heard no one cared for it. So we don't want it to die off because, Keanu Reeves can't play John Wick forever. You need to hold some spin-offs in there. I think that, I think Ana de Armas could do pretty good in this, but if the direction's not great, if the story's not great, they got to fix it. And it looks like they're doing like at least 80% reshoots on this thing. Because if you're going to delay it a year, it's not going to be a couple reshoots. You're going to reshoot a lot of this whole movie. So I'm hoping it turns out great because I've been waiting so long for this movie. Ana de Armas could be really good as, a spin-off Ballerina movie. I think it could be great if they end up fixing it. Wonka now releases on Max on March 8th. So if you want to end up rewatching this movie, it comes out on March 8th. I think this week when I'm uploading this, a couple days away. I'm very excited to rewatch it. I bought it on physical already because I do love having physical media just in case I don't have Max, sometimes. Because sometimes I don't subscribe to Max the whole year, so I love having it on physical. But if you do have Max, Wonka's coming on March 8th. I'm very excited for everyone to go watch this movie if they haven't seen it. It made a lot of money. It was very successful. I'm very happy for this movie. Very happy for Timothée Chalamet. It's a very fun movie. I'm hoping we get a sequel announced. They said they want to make a sequel. I really want a sequel. I think it would be very cool to, explore the sequels, how Willy Wonka became a bad man and all that. So I'm hoping we get a sequel. It's coming to Max on March 8th. And we got some big news. A Naruto live action film is now officially in the works. We've been talking about rumors on past months of this movie news, but it's now officially in the works, and Destin Daniel Cretton will write and direct this. Destin Daniel Cretton is, of course, known for Shang-Chi, Just Mercy, which I think both are great movies. Naruto, I never watched a lot of Naruto. I'm still trying to get really into anime, and I've only seen, the first season of Naruto, and I think it's very funny, like it a lot. And I don't know, the thing is about Naruto is that them making a live action film is going to be kind of interesting because I know there's just so many episodes, so much lore in there. And you'd think it would work better as a TV show like One Piece did. I thought One Piece was great. And, it's just so interesting that they're going with the film. Who knows when this is actually going to come out? I think you could probably be looking as late as 2026. 2027, maybe. It depends how fast they get started on this. I think it's just going to be a lot of VFX work. You got to find the right cast for, the three leads. It's probably not going to be as late as 2027, but I'm going to say 2026, late 2026 for this one. But Destin Daniel Cretton, I think it did a great job with Shang-Chi. So I'm interested to see what he's going to do on this one. Then we got a very interesting piece of news. This is a rumor, by the way. An animated Jurassic League movie is in the works at DC. I didn't even know this was a thing, to be honest with you. I didn't know that there was a thing called Jurassic League. It doesn't make any sense to me. Supposedly the dinosaurs are, Batman, Superman, and all that, Wonder Woman. That's kind of weird, but also kind of something I would like to see. Probably is not going to be canon to the official DC. Probably like just one of those off-brand DCEU animated movies. It's also a rumor too. It might not be confirmed, but I'm interested to see what this is, but it's just such an odd piece of news. House of the Dragon is set to confirm to premiere in Q2 2024. This is season 2, of course, and it's likely going to premiere in June, or let's say, May or something like that. Probably June, though. Very excited for this show. As I said, House of the Dragon season 1 was my favorite show of the year that it dropped. It was so great. I love the characters. I love the drama that's going on. The action's really cool. It was my entry into like kind of the Game of Thrones universe, because I still haven't watched Game of Thrones. But I'm very excited. If you haven't seen House of the Dragon season 1, get on it. It's so good. I think it's only like 8 episodes. That's true event television for you. I cannot wait for June. And guess what else is coming in June? The Boys season 4. So June is about to be a very packed month with TV. The Boys is going to be great. The Boys is just getting better and better. As I said, season 4 is going to be great. And they only got one more season after that. So I'm very excited for what the season is going to hold. And June 13th is when it's officially coming out. They're going to launch with 3 episodes, and they're going to go weekly after that. So you can, start with those first 3 episodes. I love how Amazon does it. Get you into it with first 3 episodes. I think that's great to drop the first 3 at once. But I cannot wait to see what shenanigans Homeland are up to. It's gonna be great. Then we got Beef season 2 is expected to follow 2 couples this time. Charles Melton and Kaylee Spaney, Jake Gyllenhaal and Anne Hathaway are all in talks for this movie. And I'm kind of confused with Beef. I thought we were gonna do a Beef season 2 with the same cast. Supposedly not. Supposedly it's gonna be an anthology series. Now we're gonna do 2 couples this time. I feel like that might be a little, kind of interesting, kind of confusing for the audience to follow at that point. But I love this cast that they're going for. Charles Melton, Kaylee Spaney, Jake Gyllenhaal, Anne Hathaway. Jake Gyllenhaal and Anne Hathaway, of course, work with each other for a couple movies, so seeing this reunion is going to be really cool. But yeah, I kind of wish it was the same cast, but now they're making an anthology. They're kind of going for like a White Lotus. They're winning all the limited series awards at like the Emmys and all that. And now they're going to do anthology, so they're just kind of cheating the system at that point. Argylle officially releases on digital platforms March 5th. I will say, if you want to watch this movie, please don't pay for it. It's not a good movie at all. Please don't pay for this movie. I would say wait for it. Wait until it's like free to stream and all that. I mean, but if you really want to pay for it, if you really love the movie, which isn't a problem with me, March 5th is your time to own it and time to buy it. Then we have a sequel to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem releases on October 9th, 2026 in theaters. I was waiting to see how long it would take them to announce a sequel, because this movie did pretty good. And this movie was a lot better than I was expecting, a lot better than other people were expecting. And I'm really excited for a sequel, because you're going to get Shredder in the next one. He was in the post-credit scene of the first one. Love the animation, kind of like Spider-Verse style here, but a little bit more messy. I thought the first one was a little too childish for me. Hopefully, they're going to grow up in the sequel. Hopefully, the writing is a little bit better in the sequel. But I really did love the characters, love the voice actors, how they're actually teenagers, love the action here. I can't wait for Shredder. So it's cool we actually finally have a date. October 9th, 2026. Far away, but they got to do work on animation, but I'm still very excited for it. We now have our first look at Tron Ares. This is, of course, the newest Tron film. Disney's trying to get Tron off the table again. They want to make it popular again. And this is just one still of like one of the, probably I think this is like the villain in a suit. And damn, I think this looks really cool. I gotta say, I'm not the biggest Tron fan. I wasn't the biggest Tron fan. I watched Tron Legacy probably like 5 years ago for the first time, and I'm like, I don't really like it too much. This isn't really my cup of tea. Then I watched it again like a year or 2 years ago, and I'm like, this is amazing. I love the score here by Daft Punk. I love the direction. I think Joseph Kosinski directed Tron Legacy. Cinematography is outstanding. That movie just looked terrific. I was like, what the heck is this movie? It looked great. Tron Ares, though, it's worrying me. I think this, because you got Jared Leto in here. Jared Leto can really be a hit or he can't be a hit. It's like it's one of the two for him. But he's good in the last science fiction movie he was in, which was Blade Runner 2049 as the villain. So maybe he'll be good in this. And I think Greta Lee's also in this. Evan Peters. So we have a great cast. I'm not sure who's directing it or scoring this one, because I know Daft Punk is of course not scoring this one. Joseph Kosinski is of course not directing this one. But I think I do like most of the cast, but I'm just worried about how it's going to do. I think this is coming out next year, 2025. So this is our first still. I think the suit looks amazing, kind of is a little bit of an upgrade. And I think the plot synopsis did get released. It's kind of about the AI and Tron people. One of the Tron people escapes the Tron world, the digital world, comes into the real world and kind of, messes everything up. So that's going to be an interesting synopsis of that. But I'm I'm really loving the suit. I think it looks really cool. And now we got another kind of suit to look at. The Superman logo has been revealed. And it's not titled Superman Legacy anymore. James Gunn revealed that it started filming a couple days ago. It's just now titled Superman, which, is fine for me, but I really like the Superman Legacy title, because once you get, used to the title, you kind of start liking it a little bit more, and I guess I will like just the Superman a little bit more when it does officially come out. But I did start filming, so they're gonna start filming it. We're gonna probably get some leaked set photos, which we'll probably discuss in a couple weeks, because I bet stuff's gonna leak for this one. But look at that, just the suit, the emblem looks pretty cool. I love like that kind of S. I know it's from like one of the comics. I'm not big a comic reader, so I wouldn't know, but I think it looks pretty cool. I cannot wait to see this whole cast. David Cornsweet, I think, is going to do a great job, and this movie, I think, is going to be great with James Gunn directing. Comes out next year. Very excited, but that's our first look at the Superman logo, and that's it for movie news this Sunday. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Helps out a lot. Share this video with all your friends and all that. Hope you guys have a wonderful week, but that's it for movie news. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.